They analogous to some kind of music or language, etc. This is like no music or language you've ever heard, because what it is something capable of being visibly apprehended. It's sound which you can see.
We have been waiting for it's upon us. We are not here to take part. We are here to take over.
Use the monster.
Only the beginning.
Shit, what the fuck you been? Alright, just hold on tight. We'll get it popping in just a moment. Grab your pens and papers. About to be a good one. I missed y'all.
I'm on the
Woo! Welcome, 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 my beautiful fucking people. This is your boy, Satoshi motherfucking Heavy, signing in here with a dose of crypto forex and stocks. And with that, let us begin. Transition in 3, 2, 1. Bang! Man, oh man. It's been a while. I feel like it's been like too long. So, let's get this music paused. Like I said, I missed y'all. So, sorry. If you aren't accustomed to our weekly talks, so our intraday week, so Monday through like Friday, or particularly Tuesday and Thursday, but we're only going to discuss low time frames, mid time frames. We may touch on a higher time frame, but I'm going to usually say that for the weekend on Sunday, at around, 4. Honestly, that's always random on Sunday. But anyways, so let's go ahead and zoom out real quick. Go to the degree I want to be talking about. Let me make sure I got the chat box open real quick. Okay. What how much? Okay, bang. Okay, no one said anything. Cool, awesome, it's wonderful. No, seriously, it's cool. So, last time we talked, I think we're somewhere around here or here. Can't really remember, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is there any plays and trades we could go into the week? In my opinion, the way this has broken down, it has initiated something I call value range theory process. And now all that's left is to form a sell pattern underneath the 618 or some bearish pivot in this area. And so just straight off the bat, if we're going to throw our VRT rules up, our 618 is clearly right here, right? Again, we're not going to really talk about the higher time frame. I don't really care. I do care what's happening because then it helps me understand if I should hold on to the position or not. But in general, I'm just looking for day trades, things I could quickly get in and out within a day or two. Within a day, not or two, or sometimes even just a few hours, even minutes, depending on what situation happens. So, the second thing I use to confirm this type of bias is that I count a 5-wave, what seemed to be an ending diagonal that formed right here at the top of near 12,000. And I was very sad because I didn't see this unfolding, but I had an idea we were going to move up today, and we did. We moved up. Or was it? Yeah, we were here, and I pulled out this chart. I was like, okay, we're gonna at least move up. I did think we're gonna move up a little bit more bullishly. So I wasn't exactly sure what was going on in a higher time frame, and I needed a kind of more price action to develop. But this is the idea I threw out today. I was like, we're going to move up at least at a bare minimum. It did end up being less than what I imagined. But the idea still held, and we were able to get off on our profit. So we bought the low today, which was good. We literally bought the low today. Rallied up, and I told everybody in my Discord that, hey, I was taking partial profit. And I did take a partial profit, 50%, and ended up closing the rest of it basically right here when it dropped and broke this pivot right here. The reason why I closed it was because, like I said, one thing, I counted 5 waves up. 2, to confirm that 5 waves, a certain thing has to happen at the very end. And one of the things, like I said, is value range theory. That exactly happened. It broke the final move and the range in less time and complexity, and it even tapped the entire range in the same amount of time, and if not, less complexity. So here's the entire range, right, from here to here. Well, technically it's from here to here, but the pivots we're worried about on the bearish side are the bullish pivots. So the bullish pivots, if you're not accustomed to order blocks, would be your last down candle before upward expansion that breaks a swing high. Here's the last down candle before upward expansion that broke a recent swing high. So this is an order block, okay? And it's a bullish order block, so we have to label it bullish. My bullish order blocks are always cyan or aqua, not. And notice how we're breaking under it. So this is bearish. I took this long here as a little scalp. I bought this low, and I targeted this order block here. And I was able to exit basically at the very top. Was very, very lucky. And I'm not, let's see here. And the reason why I exited, one is here's the D1 open, and usually bias for us is presented by three ways. First off, by us, I mean my group, Elevate Trading, and me. Bias presented by NYCOB, which is the most important thing, then the daily open, and then finally by Elliott Wave. Well, when two of those things agree, then when all of them agree, it's pretty high, hit rate. When one of them agrees, or when two of them agree and the other one doesn't agree, if it's like, in this instance, what I'm saying is, NYCOB today was actually bullish. Let's see here. I think, yeah, it was actually bullish today. We actually closed 13-minute candles outside the order block, which initiates our bullish bias, and that we should be buying this low. That was another reason why I bought this low too, but it's not, like I said, it's not really important right now. What we're trying to figure out is, do we have any trades going on throughout this week or throughout the next 24 hours? And I think we do, and I'm going to tell you right now. So we broke this range, right, in left hand capacity, and like I said, what's up, Noza? Like I said, the NYCOB technically is bullish. Technically, we should be buying this low, which is a good buy. I guarantee you, this will be you at least retest the top of this order block, or not this. We'll talk about it right now, or at least the 618. And the trade I'm going to try to get on this is kind of going against the algorithm that I try to present us with. Like I said, the NYCOB is the most important thing, but when the other two things agree, I'm willing to take that bet. Okay, so because sometimes NYCOB will fail, and a few other times is when my Elliott Wave was on point and that failed. But anyways, so if we could come up, make a bearish sell signal like on a 1 to 5 minute time frame, we make like a little flat here, which this already looks like it's going to be doing like this, like a little flat or zigzag, something like this. Up in this, get us some bearish divergence forming, like lower time frame indicator, maybe like 13-minute or something. Watch the 13-minute to rally high like this, and then form this like hidden bearish divergence between here and here, and then that may confirm that entry. It won't confirm the trade being right, but it'll confirm the entry as being at least a technical entry, that you're not just guessing at a potential turning point. You're actually using logic based on technicals. One is exactly this, hidden bearish divergence, and then the second thing, obviously is Elliott Wave I'm showing here, and then the hidden things that you're probably not aware of is that value range theory system, because we broke this final range in less time and complexity right here. Boom, one single swift move broke the entire range, broke this, attacked this entire range in the same complexity and less time, and therefore initiated the entire process. Who is this guy? I'm gonna ban you real quick. You're getting banned. You're on timeout, sir. Who the fuck is... Remove me that. Sorry. No, I have not heard about Gabriel Johnson. What the hell are people talking about? Anyways, I'm just gonna try to ignore what the hell y'all are talking about, because you're being weird. Stop being weird, guys. Be normal. Anyways, so we're gonna look for a sell signal to form, being a flat, a triangle, anything, a hidden divergence, any of those things to form underneath this golden pocket. And as long as we close 13-minute candles underneath this golden pocket and form a sell signal, we should break this low and break this range, and at least attack this next order block down here. That's just a system edit. No, it has to be trolls, but it's like I'm gonna also put you on timeout. Anyone who mentions Gabriel Johnson is on timeout, except AVFR, because I feel like you're just trying to chill out with or just joke around. Anyways, so this is the idea. And now what happens after this is going to be the real kicker on determining the entire idea going forward. As of right now, my system says that we have a short setup, at least temporarily, into at least the morning, 24 hours. What the things we need to watch out for are this. This can form a flat up here, which will take me out of my position, because I'll be expecting this to reject here, with my orders starting here and my orders finishing at about the 786 here. That's just how it works. And my stop will be right here at the 886 in red, so somewhere in this little red box I'm about to draw. And so a flat will take me out of my position, but that will be because I'm not expecting a flat. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stay awake all night and watch this develop. And so, like, if you or someone else is able to see this develop, the key things to watch on this pattern to form is if we are going to form this bearish flat. It's not a bearish flat, but intermediately bearish flat, meaning that this will be a sell signal, and that will be a buy signal later on. That this here will pivot like this, like that, and make a little three-wave move like that. And that will be a technical way to look at it. And watch for a regular bearish divergence, like on a 30-minute time frame between this high and that high. And then I would probably confirm this idea. And then watch this move to finish at the same low near it, within 30%. Both directions. But the idea that I'm looking and hoping for is because for some reason this just does not look impulsive. This entire structure does not look impulsive at this moment. It is very, especially this portion, it's very clearly some sort of corrective phase. Like move, that's something, and then like this is very, very complex. Like I was assuming this is like a weird diagonal that formed prior. There's many ways to interpret this, and then followed by like a running flat or expanding flat, and then finish off with a C wave right here. Doing extensions. Bring us right here, kind of not really at the 101. I don't really like it because it kind of turns in no man's land, which is not the greatest thing. I like this as 5 waves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I like this as an ending 5-wave C wave. So this has to be part of these two look of the same degree in terms of motion and how they act. Could be possible that this is like a weird running thing like that, but I don't like that. I like this. And since this move was way lesser in time than this entire move, and this move seems to be 3 waves, at this moment I have to be with the bias that this, whatever's forming at this current point, is not going to break this high. Unless this is like for some reason this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is 2, and then this is 1, 2, and then it's, that's something I just won't predict because that's so rare in my terms of how I analyze market structure. So my idea is that, sorry, I'm not kind of like talking a lot, but my idea is that this is going to be an intermediate high, or if not a significant high, and one or two things are going to happen. We're either going to range here like this, and then do this, and then do that. Or the more bearish options are going to be where we break like this, break down here, and then come down here. We could do this, and then come do that. Or we could do this, which would kind of do the same thing. So those are my 3 ideas that I'm presenting at this moment. Unless this high is broken. If that high is broken, then I have to look for other options. But as of right now, this structure that this formed looks of 3-way. It doesn't look. I cannot count this as an impulsive 5-way structure. On other coins, I can. We'll get into Ethereum right now. But on Bitcoin, just does not look at this current moment like a distinctive 5-way structure, unless we're saying this is a leading weird one diagonal, and that's a 2, which, like you said, this is very rare to be like that. And so, this, like I said, my first idea is this A, this is B, this is C, which in my opinion makes the most sense. This makes the most sense in my opinion, in terms of structure and time and how things would develop. It holds this symmetry here, so I just like this the most. The other ones where this is W, I mean A, B, C. This is a contracting flat in the middle. A, B, C, or W, X, and then Y. Well, this will be a zigzag like that. This is a flat, so this will be a zigzag or a triangle. But as of right now, I don't know. You can only assume. And so what we do is just use lower time frame logic based on price action, and time frame daily analysis based on NYCOB and daily open. The daily open is so important. That's the easiest concept in the whole world, by the way. Easiest concept in the whole world. Above the daily open, you're long. Here's the daily open, you're longing. Below it, you're shorting. Above it, you're longing. Below it, you're shorting. Above it, you're longing. Below it, you're shorting. Below it, you're shorting. Above it, longing. Below it, you're shorting. It's a super easy concept that people just don't use it very often, including me. But I'm assuming this is going to form a sell signal like this. I want to short that down here. Target there. Bare minimum. And if we attack this low, watch for an SFP. If that happens, expect this to rally up. If we end up breaking this entire range from here to here in less time, from here to here, so measure the time from here to here, be your first. If we could do this, it's definitely reversal. That we will break this low. So if we break time, if we break this low here, or this pivot right here, I'm highlighting in red. This is actually a bullish pivot, but I'm just highlighting in red for now, so it stands out. If we're able to break that low in less time and or same time and complexity or less complexity, then the chances are that this low of being broken is very high. Okay. Now if we do this meander like this, then I'm pretty certain this would be forming into this larger sideways structure form like this. Okay. All right, that's about it on Bitcoin. Looking at indicators, my go-to scalping indicators topped. 15 minutes still rolling up. That's why I'm thinking we're gonna kind of like range here for a little bit, do like a little flat, and then at that point this will be high, and that will be a sell signal. Looking at our new cool little indicator. Another reason why I longed at bottom here was because all these long ass wicks I saw, and it was blue, so that was indicating bullish momentum based on price action. Well, based on RSI price action, which is kind of different, but it's the same amount. So I bought that little scalp. This actually is pretty useful. Shows like high wicks at the top, indicating reverse, like potential reversals. All right, let's go on to Ethereum. Oh. And I really like this count on these in terms of this here. Now, what this is that's the question here. Okay, I like this if... Okay, I like this idea a lot here. A, B, C. To me, I was looking at A, B, C. One, like a weird 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, B, C. Whereas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Too soon to call, obviously. We don't know. Looking at price extensions here. Has to make minimum requirements, and it does. Time extensions. Has to meet minimum requirements. Let's see if it does. This also could be like a possible weird... Honestly, this looks like a leading expanding diagonal, to be honest with you. I remember watching this develop. Like, I kind of looks like a leading diagonal, expanding diagonal, but they're so rare. It's hard to really get. You know, we're getting better with ending diagonals, but leading, expanding, and beginning, this is still kind of hard. But this is actually a very valid one. 4 takes the most time. 2 pays the most in price. 5 does not touch the upper boundary. So maybe it's like a 1, 2. All this is 3. I like this coming down like this, bare minimum, hitting that line. But to me, this is like a possible ABC. Like I said, I like how it broke this pivot here in less time and complexity. But ETH kind of ran high here on this move. So this also makes me believe that one or two things. If we do move up, that we're going to actually rally higher. At least ETH will. But if we break this low, then it's going to be pretty... It's going to at least drop here. For sure. Break that low, we're going to come here. A, B, C. This looks very complete on ETH. That's an excellent trade right there. If someone would have got on that. Wish we were watching ETH at that time. A, clear B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So easy call. Easy trade right there. Look at indicators. Hitting the upper band. A lot of wicks on the first one. Hit the upper band. Broke underneath right there. Boom. This also helps when it's topped out like that, the 5 minute. If you're working the 5 minute. Okay, so yeah, on ETH, in terms of a trade, I can't really see this as a short potential right now. This is too much of a cushion for me. So I unfortunately couldn't be able to trade that. So I'll be looking for a bounce. Definitely right here. I would for sure right here. Watch for something to react here. Watch for like a closes, happening above that. It's not. I haven't published it yet. Noza. I'll publish it tonight. I need to make a few more tweaks, like a few more things added to it, like the kick-ass bear signals and bull signals and alerts. Let's look at a few other things on ETH real quick. Particularly this, all those wicks on the upper band. Getting really squished here. Ooh, nice mean pin bar right there, or almost an inverted hammer, followed by a bullish hammer or another pin bar, which is pretty crazy. This looks more bearish though than this looking bullish. Like this wants to come and test this down here. Let's look at the daily. What's the daily looking at? This little color thing actually is pretty clutch. It actually works fucking really well. Pretty proud of it. We have daily stochastic as well. Just barely rounding up on daily. So daily has moved to run 5 hours topped as hell, which is fine. You can do that. See that? You can do that. But we would like at least a little divot down, at least a little bit. So you can run up here, which is fine. At least as long as it's blue or white, it's bullish. So if it starts tipping purple, then you want to probably take profit. And look at fully reset, rallied again, fully reset, rallied again. This one kind of went lower, but fully reset, rallied again, and right now we're just fully topped out, which is fine, but this looks like it wants to retest, like drop lower, like that. At least it could even go to here. But again, to me, it's as a day trader, I missed that opportunity for a good short. ETH on the highest degree, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. We got some hefty daily divergence, like god awful daily divergence. That is horrible. That is horrible. So we got 0, we got 1, we got 2. So X pivot. Oops, shoot. X pivot is going to be right here. In that 5, in that little window right here. So that's X pivot. The daily X pivot. So if price can come and attack this pivot here, then it could confirm a pretty good reversal where it'll challenge this low. I don't know if it'll break it on ETH, but it'll challenge it. A few things to take away from this chart real quick is that this seems of one single impulsive phase. This seems of one long corrective phase. I wonder if we're going to form like a WXYXZ on a larger time frame. Maybe this was part of this, like a weird. Let's look at volume real quick. Volume's decent. It was decent on the break, but obviously it trickled down here. Pretty hefty volume bar on the daily, though. Like obviously a clear breakout, close above range, clear. We would want a daily close underneath this level here to get really bearish. It's pretty obvious on that one. The other situation going forward would be that this is going to happen for ETH. ETH is going to continue to rally. Hold on. Give me a second. So I'll just how you interpret this part. To me, this move down is too fast to be considered 2. So I personally like this as part of Y. And this to me looks like a either a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonal, then a quick A, B, and then here's your C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just not a clean 5-wave structure like I usually would see it and consider like an impulse. Just because how these two, notice how similar they are, but look how close they are. So it doesn't really make sense unless there's like this is all 1 degree and this is something, you know. So at this point, it looks more corrective. So I'm waiting for ETH to do like this, to get ABC, and then come challenge these lows. Then at that point, we'll see what happens. Colin S is 6. Yeah, I think so. Well, we'll talk about it more on the weekend, Sunday. The unfortunate part is we're kind of getting crucial on time here, indicated by my blue box. We don't have to form. Ooh, we could be in an ending diagonal here. Interesting. Which could take a lot more time. Which could take a lot more time. Not a lot. Actually, it won't take a lot more time. But we can be. Yeah, I don't like any diagonal. Just because the time aspects will be too similar to everything else, which will make no sense to this. So I still like a WX, and we're in this Y here still. I was expecting it to get to 14K, 16K. I still am, but the rule is, since this is a zigzag, this is going to be a flat, and so it's going to eventually do this, come down like that. Eventually. That's just the rule of alteration. If this is indeed a WXY, which I label it, this is gonna happen. Most likely. It could also form a triangle, which is most unlikely. So we swim with the odds. So it makes sense with like ETH. That's why I said those two bearish options on Bitcoin are more appropriate, in my opinion. Well, those bearish options are more appropriate than any bullish options right now. I think this makes the most sense. Then we drop. Give alts a little bit more time to run ABC. ABC. And then this move, the retest of this, like this trend line, these highs here. Time axis as well. Watch for time from this low to this, that high, I would say. Watch for a low to be made in this box here. That'll be your signal along for a WXY, where it's an ABC at the very end. ABC zigzag, and then A, B, C flat. What makes it a flat is that it retraces 68%. That's a flat. This clearly did not retrace a lot. It went up, sideways, up. This is going to be a WXY, because to me this is 3 waves. This structure here is 3 waves. Or it's either 3 waves or WXYXZ, which is still a corrective structure. WXY. Okay. But yeah, I'm thinking that we're gonna eventually test. I was trying to say this for this weekend, but this is kind of, I guess it's kind of important. Test this high here. Can I maybe, like I said, maybe do that, but we could just do that too. So just be on your toes. Indicators look like they're rounding off. So that's all I'm saying. All right, let's go to link. I'm still with this for link, although it kind of surpassed my idea. And there's liquidity up there. SFP to this level again. Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna. ABC. Maybe rally hard like this. Because this is a zigzag. This is like a flat that is formed. So I'm expecting this to be a flat or a triangle. Watch for sell signals like hidden divergences between these highs. For some reason, I just had Link finishing making a high between these levels, with hot spots being these lines. And I don't know. This just looks very corrective at this point, but you never know with these type of things. Price discovery is a real thing. So this also could be like a weird one. I don't know. Who knows? Like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're in corrective 2. Corrector 2, I just, meander up that. If we do this, that's very bullish for Link. If we do this, I'll be very on my toes. In terms of the day trade, like I said, this move attacked the pivot in about the same complexity and time it took to form this pivot. Less time and about the same complexity. So it initiates the value range theory process. So it'll make more sense for this to rally up real quick, like that, make it flat, and then come down. I wouldn't necessarily short this because I don't know, it's not optimal trade entry right there. Alright, so what else? What else do we talk about usually? Kind of forgot. It's kind of. I kind of want to take a peek with this. Interesting. Yeah, that's rallied way. That's crazy. That looks like insane. That's insane. That's beautiful price action. Honestly, absolutely beautiful. Was it fucking flat? This is like an ABC. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, running flat 4, 5. Which would not be good. But this does not. This is an ABC so bad. ABC. So I don't know. A, B. Doesn't make sense for a C wave unless this is 1. I can see that. Extensions are pretty crazy though. I think you're outer limit. Yeah. But I've seen it in crypto, so I wouldn't necessarily ever let. But this is. The things that stand out to me is that this looks like a correction from here to here. This looks like one. In terms of like structure, and then this looks like all one from this low to that high. This is clearly impulsive, so it has to be something impulsive. But this, I just cannot count 5 right there. I wish I could, because then there'll be a pretty easy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that'll be a bearish sell. But I cannot say that for searching on this one. Okay. I guess we could take a look at some forex real quick, and we'll get out of here. It's 9:30. Going over the time a little bit. Sorry about it. It started a little late. Actually, we're right on time. Wrapping about an hour, huh? Yeah, it's good. So we're right on time, I think. Yep, right on time. So we're good. Okay, the first thing, DXY is in our zone of interest now. Second off, I need to save this real quick. Hold on. Okay. That is fairly bullish. You just need to get over that blue line. Unconfirmed. I would like to see like another day or two, like another 2 days of blue for possible reversal. But I like this. Daily's obviously up. Oh, daily's really high. That's not good. That's not good. That's honestly horrible for this. This might just. Okay, this might be 1, 2. And 5's not done. 5 might not be done. Ouch. It's not good. Structurally, it does not look done. This is like you're running flat. See that just formed. That usually indicates severe, well, where price strength is going, or where strength lies, which would be in the bearish side. What to do is make sure that wave 1's not longer. It can be, but then we have limits to where we could go, which it isn't. So wave 3 is longer, so that means wave 5 can extend, which I'm low-key with it because the daily stochastic's fucking high as shit for no reason. So maybe this is 1, 2. Watch for a little flat to form right there. If that does form, watch for that low break. If that low breaks, a stop sell with a stop above that would not be a bad idea. You target that order block, the daily order block. Down, maybe down here, maybe right here. Watch for a reaction right here actually first. This order block right here. The reason why I didn't highlight it because I felt like they're not going to do anything anymore. I'll leave it green, orange. My entire DXY idea is this. What the hell? A, B, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. I'm honestly we're gonna break. Think we're gonna break lower. Do this. This looks like a little bullish, but so I wouldn't necessarily short this. I'll just wait for this to develop. If this can do that, that's a short. But if it does this, I'll still wait. Watch for that high to break. If it just keeps going, then it'll probably range for a little bit. Okay. Oh, wrong thing. So that was pretty smacking. Buy. The hourly was probably the better one to stay with on this one, though. Hard to tell. I would think that this was 5, but it's so small. I don't know. This might still be this. I'm looking for the high of this 3 here. I don't know. Hit the top of the order block I have, it's daily order block, and it rejected pretty harshly, so. We're beneath the daily open, I think. Yes. I'll have to see more price action develop on this one, but to me this looks a little bearish for intermediately. I'll at least watch for this to rally. If this rallies up, that's a great opportunity. If this drops, it is what it is. But if this can rally up, give you that hidden bearish divergence, short that. Target this low. Or that order block down there, okay? Oh, that's crazy. Okay, this did rally up higher, like I expected. This is looking like very any diagonal-ish. I'm expecting this to break down now and valid over that high. I'm willing to put money on that one. If this could rally up and give it a hidden divergence, that's a god entry. But I'm willing to bet this is going to break down now. So look at time real quick. It could be a WXY actually, which also it makes more sense because this is short, but it's within the time frame we need. Barely. Right, this and then this is a 1-to-1, I think. Yep, right in the time we need it. So like this for a YXY here. Maybe A, B, okay, W, X, Y, I don't know, X, it's just looks very overlapping. It could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. I'll be okay with that as well. If you're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But looking at the 5-hour chart looks decently bearish. I wish this would have took this entire candle up, but this looks decently bearish at the moment. I like the structure here. We got our fully engulfing candle here. Some wicks to upside here, so it makes me want to believe we are going to break lower first, but it's already breaking lower. This one also rallied higher. Took on more complexity though. I would not be surprised if it does this and rallies up again. I'm actually with that. For this. What is this? GBD USD? GU? Watch for this to meander up here. If we could range up here for a little bit, I think this confirms this idea. It holds this low here at 1.1300. 1.300. We can hold that low. I think we're good for this range thing, and we're gonna make a new high at some point. Damn. Cat shot the bed. I will say though, Cat looks ready for a bounce. But I also said that in the blue box. We didn't long it though. I did say watch for a sell signal to form. Kind of did that. Not the cleanest one though. That little push right there looks bullish. Very curious at what that's going to develop into. I'm thinking this is 1, 2. But this still poised for a good opportunity. That trade's pretty good right there. Landing an order block that caused this to break the swing high, which is just order block. So I like this idea. Bounce at the top a bit, but this makes more sense at the bottom. The 1 hour is bullish. $30 as well. This is pretty good for a move up. ABC. Then we'll see what happens with that. Yeah. I could take a look at Litecoin before we get out of here. Okay. Some pretty good candles here forming on this little indicator here. Some bullish hammers. That was a great idea concept there. Hourly showing more wicks of downside, so makes me really believe we're gonna move up first. All right, let's go back to ooh, kind of got halted in the dust. Come on. I think Litecoin is made of first wave 1 out of something. Or a wave. Like this, ABC. But I'm expecting this here to hold. This looks like a leading diagonal. So I'm very curious in Litecoin. I expect to retrace though. Looks like it needs to retrace. I can see this though intermediately. Bounce up and then a retrace. Okay. Not too bearish on the RSI thing. You got a hammer forming on the RSI on the daily though. Inverted hammer. Also switch to the top side. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah. Thinking this. Makes more sense to me. And then watch this pivot to hold again. And if it does hold, I think we're going to rally up pretty hard on Litecoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. W, X, Y, or A, B, C. Depending on what happens. This can also form into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? But we don't know yet. We can only assume. But that's why we rely on lower time frame analysis, price action, etc., etc. So, with that, my friends, I think that's it. We went over a little bit. 15 minutes, not bad though. First time back in a week. 2 weeks. So, not too bad. And this is the time where you ask me any last minute questions or concerns. But I'm pretty sure everybody already asked me questions, so you know what? I'm gonna wrap it up right there. So thank you all. Appreciate you all for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please hit the thumbs up. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. For real though. Definitely helps me. So I appreciate the constant faces I see in here. The questions you guys ask me. Keep asking me questions. If you have anything you want me to cover next time, shoot me a DM or something, or drop it in the comment. Actually, drop it in the comment box. That's even better. If you do that, I'm more likely to look at it. Okay, I'll plan for it, look at it, do a full analysis, etc., etc. But drop it in the comment box. You have to. Yeah, with that, you can catch me this coming up Thursday. We'll probably do this earlier. Again, today I got caught up with stupid little stuff, and then yeah, so whatever. It is what it is. But Thursday, plan for 8 to 9 Mountain Standard Time, not 9:30 or whatever the hell time it started. And we'll get it popping again, all right? We'll backtrack on what we covered today, see if our trades and ideas hit, see if they didn't, see where we went wrong, see what we could have done better, etc., etc. All right? So, thank you. And with that, everybody stay blessed, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Much love.